श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनावतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So we saw the 9th shloka, 10th shloka. Techa yada kenachit karmana manushyayonim apadyante tada. When those people, those with asuri pravritti, they, because of kenachit karmana, some punya karmas. What? We are talking about asuri pravritti. Yes, you need to have a mixed punya and papa karma to be born as a human being. So they have some punya karma which fructifies, which helps them to gain the birth of a human being. But they don't utilize it. What do they do? Tada, then kamamavshritya dushpuram dambhamanamadhanvitaah mohat grihitva satrahan pravartante ashuchivrataah. Kamam ashritya dushpuram dambhamanamadhanvitaah mohat grihitva satrahan pravartante ashuchivrataah. Kamam ashritya dushpuram kramam ashritya. Kamam ashritya, associating, depending upon the kamas, the lust, the desire objects, desires. Dushpuram, that is the adjective for the kama. What kind of kama, what kind of desires do they have? Dushpuram, dushpura is a name given to fire, like fire. Okay, why dushpura? Pura means to fill. So that dushpura means that is difficult to fill, that which cannot be filled. Meaning, you throw wood into the fire, it burns. You throw oil into the fire, it burns. You throw more wood, more oil, more things, everything gets burnt. You think it will put it off, but it gains more strength because of the things you add to it. Similarly, these people also resort to kama, which is very difficult to fulfill. Dambhamana madanvitaah, and they are, in addition to the desire, the unfulfilled desire, unfulfillable desire, dambhamana madanvitaah, they are equally associated with the egotistical activities. Moha grihitva asadgrahan, and because of the delusion, they resort to the wrong practices. Asadgrahan means the wrong practices. Pravartante ashuchivrataah, and they involve themselves in the wrong karmas. Okay, ashuchivrataah. Kama tat drishta vishaya abhilasham. Kama, desire means whatever you see, the attachment, the desire to experience that, the association with that is a kama. Dushpuram puraitum ashakyam, it cannot be fulfilled, that kind of a desire. Dambhena means adharmatmikatvepi dharmatmika kyapanena. He gave dambha, dana, mana, dana, mada, etc. given different interpretation earlier. Now he is giving a different interpretation. Dambha means though he is adharmik, he does not follow any dharma, but projects himself to be a very dharmic person. Okay, manena apujyatvepi pujyatva kyapanena. Though he is nothing, he has nothing to worship or praise, but he presents himself to be praisable, worshipable. And madena utkarsha rahite api utkarsha vishesha adhyaropena. Mada means though he has nothing which is great, but he superimposes greatness on himself. Mada mahad avadhirana hetuna anvita. All these are things which are very, very bad. So that kind of a thing they are associated with. These are all some things which we fie upon. Those kind of things. Avadhirana. So asatgrahan ashubha nishchayan. Asatgrahan means the wrong understanding, wrong associations, wrong um, determinations, erroneous knowledge. Anena mantrena. What are those wrong association, wrong attachment, wrong erroneous knowledge, etc.? What did you say? Erroneous knowledge, etc. So he says, anena mantrena imam devatam aradhya kamininam akarsham karishyamah. Anena mantrena imam devatam aradhya mahanijin आधायिष्यामः साधयिष्यामः इत्यादि दुराग्रह रूपान्. So it is of this form. Through this mantra I will gain all these beautiful damsels under my control. Through this mantra I will gain this wealth which is hidden. I will see those wealth which are hidden, like that. There are mantras which can do things. You can attract, you can keep people under your control. You can do these kind of mantras, do japa of these mantras which with which you can see the hidden treasures underneath, etc. There are mantras, but never resort to any of these prayogas. These are bad prayogas. Okay, any prayoga is bad prayoga for me. The first thing whenever I talk about mantra is this mantra. If you are going to use it for some result, to gain some result, then the mantra becomes your enemy. The mantra which should be your friend becomes your foe. Never allow that. All the shastras which discuss about the applications of mantra say this in the beginning itself, that if you are going to apply the mantra, then the mantra is going to become your enemy. So never do that. So that is what. Then why are they writing books on that? Yeah, that's a valid question. True, but there is a statement in Sanskrit. Atrasya nimo nasti. For these idiots, there is no rule. So they want everything. Even if I lose one eye, I want the enemy to lose both his eyes. That is the kind of people they are. So he says, Maha. And there are mantras like Karna Pishachini mantra, etc. They are easy to pacify. You can make them happy easily and bring them under your control. What they do is, when somebody comes, the moment you see them, you know they are interested. But this Karna Pishachini mantra gives you more information about that person. Oh, this person is coming because of this problem, etc. Never do that. Never do that. Never do any kind of application. This is not good. Okay. So I have done many mantra japas, but never application. No, that is a strict no for me. So mohat avivekat agrihitva natu shastra. And they are associated with, because with these things. Why? Because of the delusion, because of the ignorance, not the shastras. They don't attach this strong way with the shastras. No, that only with these wrong ideas. Ashuchit vartaha ashuchini shmashanadi desha uchishtavadi avasthadi ashaucha sapekshani vama agamadi upadishtani vrtani. Now ashuchi vartaha, impure practices. What is impure practices? See, during these inauspicious periods, the periods or the death period, etc., those kind of things, you should not go to temple, etc. So now people, they without any idea, some stupids, they are going to temple also during these kind of periods. That's not a right thing. So now here, smashanadi, they go to the crematorium or burial ground and go for meditation, doing meditation there. No, that's how sadhu who was great, he did that. That is a different thing. They are in a different range, but you are not. So don't compare yourself with them. So now here Uchishtavrat, Uchishtadi means see when your saliva touches the plate or something, that is Uchishta, impure, because of saliva association. Okay, so that kind of practices, what is that? See, there are some Vama Marga practices like yeah, you do see, there are sattvic practices, there are rajasic practices, there are tamasic practices. In tamasic practice, if you want to destroy someone, etc., you have to write yantras and all. You have to write yantras with the quill, with this the quill of the feather of crow, etc. There are some rules, and in what you have to write, in how, what day you have to write, when you have to write, what mantra you have to chant while writing. There are rules for that, all that. Okay, now you do that kind of practice with these kind of mantras, or there is another practice. You worship some uh, yantra or some murti, some form of deity. Okay, so they bury that under the ground, the deity which they are worshipping every day, the form which they are worshipping every day, they bury it under the ground, and on top of that they throw all the dirt, filth, feces, etc. So that kind of, what kind of people, so that kind of dirty head they have. So those kind of sadhanas, ashocha, sapekshani, they are all dependent upon impurity. In vama agamadi upadishtani, he says, in vama agama, it's called vama marga also, the left path. What they do is you have this panchamakara puja, they call it panchamakara. There are 5 mas. First ma, mantra. Second ma, matsya. Third ma, mamsa. Fourth ma, madira. Fifth ma, maithuna. Meaning you have to use mantra. Matsya means fish. You have to offer fish. Mamsa means you have to offer some flesh, meaning some uh, meat. Madira means alcohol, and Maithuna means sex, copulation. So you have to associate yourself with all these 5. This in each one of them spoil your head. If you follow all this, leave alone the mantra, all the rest will spoil your head. And this mantra we are talking about, why it will also spoil? Because the mantras they are going to chant is not the proper mantra, right? So all these 5 individually they are going to spoil your head. If they are all are used, then what will happen to you? So devata rakshatu. So he says, Vama Agamadi Upadishtani, that which is said in Vagama Agama, etc. Pratani, those practices, Tesh Yesha, Te Ashuchi Vrata, those who practice those which are prescribed there, they are Ashuchi Vrataha. Pravartante, Yatra Kutrapi Avedike Dushtafale, Shudra Devata Aradhanado iti Shesha. They will involve themselves in anything, anywhere, anytime. They don't follow any rules regarding that. Worship even the menial deities. Shudra Devata means very cheap deities. Like, see, this Karna Pishachini also is okay. There is another deity called Kutti Chatan, etc. Meaning they are gauls kind of. They will worship them also for gaining some name and fame and other things, money, etc. So, okay. So, iti shesha. Etadrishaha patanti narake ashuchau iti agrimena anvaya. This should be syntactically connected with the 16th shloka, where he says these kind of people, they'll fall in hell. What kind of hell? See, while discussing the about the travel of this jiva for the 13 days, on the 12th day, etc., we have this figure which we'll make using the bark of plantain tree. Okay, so what you do is this, it's like a boat. We use we use that boat to aid our ancestors, whoever the dead one now is. So that person to cross across the normally it is the father, brother, wife, kid, etc., whoever it is. So to cross across this river called uh, uh, Vaitarini. This is a river which is full of blood, full of pus, feces, all this nonsense. Okay, so that kind of river they will fall into. That kind of place which is filled with feces and all filth, they will fall into. Taneo Punarvishnashti. That very idea is explained in more way, in detailed way. Chinta aparimeyam cha प्रलयांतामुपाश्रिताः कामभोग परम उप कामभोग परमाः एतावति निश्चिताः चिन्ताम् अपरिमेयां च प्रलयांताम् उपाश्रिताः काम उपभोग परमाः एतावदिति निश्चिताः. Chintam aparimeyam. Aparimeyam. Parimeya means objectifying, meaning limited. So aparimeya means unlimited. You cannot objectify. It is unlimited. Unlimited chintas, thought function. They have so many thoughts in their head. Unlimited thoughts. And pralayantam pashata. These are not going to come to an end anytime soon. Pralayantam, till the pralaya, till the delusion. Till the delusion means till the dissolution. Till the dissolution means till the death of this person. His thoughts are not going to come to an end anytime soon. Kama bhoga paramaha. They are always involved in the experience of sense objects. And this is what life is all about. That is what they think. Chinta आत्मीय योगक्षेम उपाय आलोचनात्मिका. Chinta. What is chinta? They think that their own, whatever they have gained, that should be protected. That is, whatever they have not gained, that to gain that is yoga. Whatever they have already gained, to protect that is kshema. So they are worried only about their yoga and kshema, not for anyone else. Selfish people. See, during college days, there was this peon who used to say, while we'll sit in the class, we'll walk on the corridor, say, "Oh Bhagavan, please protect only me," like that. That's not a serious. That person is not a serious person. Narayana, his name is. I don't know if it is or was. I don't even know. So that person was a good person. Here we are talking about these bad people. They are selfish people. That is the idea here. Okay. Kama chintatmik alochanatmikam aparimeya means aparimeya vishayatvat parinamatum ashakyam. You cannot measure their or find the limit end of their thoughts. Why? Because there are so many objects, unlimited objects, so unlimited thoughts they have. Pralayo maranam eva antaha yasyaha tam pralayantam. Pralaya means dissolution, but here death is the end for all these kind of thoughts. That is the only way to get rid of them for these people. Pralayantam yavat jivam anuvartana martamanam iti yavat, meaning till the end of their life this will follow. There is no escape from this. न केवलम् अशुचिव्रताः प्रवर्तन्ते किन्तु एतादृशीं चिन्तां च उपाश्रितः इति समुच्चयार्थश्चकारः. They are not only people who are ashuchivrataha, they are also people with these kind of endless thoughts. That is why he has, see, the last word ashuchivrata of the previous shloka and the first word, to connect both, he has said cha there. Okay. Sada ananta chintaparaha api na kadachit paralaukika chintayutaha kintu kamopogobhoga paraha. See, there are so many thoughts in their head. The head is filled with thoughts. Okay, maybe sometimes some good thoughts spring up. No, though their mind is fully filled with thoughts, but it is all filthy thoughts. Never any good thought, meaning any thought about the gaining of self. or self knowledge. Therefore, what kintu kamapogo paramaha kamyanti iti kamaha drishtaha shabdadeha. Whatever the sound etc which you see, those are desired objects, vishayaha, they are the objects. Tad upabhoga eva pramaha purushartha na kada ka dharma adi yeshamte. The enjoying that is the absolute pursuit, nothing else. That is what their determination is. Paralaukikam uttamam sukham kuto na kamyante. Why don't they desire for those? See, there is two kind of, we have this distinguishing. This is small happiness, this is big happiness. Small happiness, the bliss which you enjoy to the objects. Big happiness, the self. So if they are behind the happiness, they should be the one who should run behind the self, right? So for that he says, why don't they do that? Tatraha, for that he says, etavad drishtameva sukham nanyadetat sharira viyoge bhogyam sukham asti. There is only, whatever you see is the only happiness that is existing in this world. There is no happiness once you are dead. Don't think you will go to heaven or hell. Nothing. There is nothing else after you are dead. Etat kaya atiriktasya bhoktuh abhavat, because there is nothing other than this body who can experience. There is no one after the body turns into ash. Okay, iti nischitaha. This is what is their determination. Evam nischayavantah tatha cha Barahaspatiam Sutram. This is what the Brahaspati Sutra says. Brahaspati Sutra means the Charvaka Sutra. So that says Chaitanya Vishishta Kaya Purushaha Kama Eva Eka Purushartha iti cha. Chaitanya Vishishta Kaya Purushaha. The Purusha is the one. We think it is Purusha means the self, etc. What they say is Purusha means the sentiency associated, not the consciousness. The sentiency associated body is the Purusha. And Purushartha, what is the human pursuit? Only desire is the only Purushartha. These two sutras, they are not really probably from the Brahaspati text, the text written by Brahaspati. The Charvaka text, the father of Charvaka text is Brahaspati, the guru of deities. But this is not the text, so the sutra directly probably from them, because these are sutras which you cannot see anywhere else. Why? Because anywhere else means it as a text, Brahaspati Sutra kind of. Why? Because this is lupta already. This is lost. This Charvaka teaching is lost. Then where do you see this? This is, we call it Karna Parampara, meaning from guru to disciple, from guru to disciple. Because this Charvaka, there is no follower of this Charvaka philosophy. Like Vedantins, we say there is no one claiming themselves to be Charvaka. But the problem is these people are given life by Vedantins. All these other philosophies, they are given life by Vedantins to bash them up. Okay, so these two sutras you can see in Sarvadarshana Sangraha by Vidyaranya Muni. So there, while discussing about the Charvaka philosophy, he uses these mantras. And he also says, like he said here, Bhoktuhu abhavat, kaya atriktasya bhoktuhu abhavat. There he says, Rinam krutva ghritam pibet, bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kutaha. Rinam krutva ghritam pibet. Drink ghee, clarified butter, ghee, or anything, alcohol extra. Even by taking money from others, borrowing from others, you have to repay, right? Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya. Once you are burnt down to ash, punaragamanam kutaha. Who is going to come back and repay and all that? There is nothing, no coming back. So don't worry about that. That's what they say. Te idrisha asuraha. Those people who are asuras, these kind of asuras, what do they do? Asha pashaisha dair baddhaha kamakrodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogartham anyenartha sanchayan. Asha pasha shataihi baddhaha kamakrodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogartham anyena artha sanchayan. Asha pasha shatair baddhaha. They are bound, baddha, they are bound by shataihi. hundreds means innumerous. Asha pashahi, by the desires and their bondages. Kama krodha parayanaha, and because of that they are only dependent on, established in the desire and the love and hate, desire and hatred. Okay, ihante, iha cheshtayam, that is the root word. Ihante, they put forth, that does that mean they are not going to put forth any effort? They'll put forth effort for what? Kama bhogartham, for the sake of experiencing whatever they desire. Anyena artha sanchaya, they will earn money through wrong methods for the experience of desired objects. Like people here, what they do is they don't go to job because they have some option of getting this rations etc from the government, so they don't go to job. Whenever they want to have money for alcohol, they go for job for one day and take some, even a minimum menial wager gets 700 800 rupees per day. So they take that money, they quit the job for next 1 week or so, enjoy that money and buy drinks or something for 3 4 days at least, and then come back whenever they need money. So this is one way. These people, anyena artha sanchayan, they receive money not through proper means, through improper means. Asha, what is Asha? Ashakya upayartha vishayaha, anavagata upayartha vishayaha va prarthana Asha. What is Asha? He is explaining Asha. Ashakya upayartha vishayaha, anavagata upayartha vishayaha. The objects, the sense objects, for which there is no possibility of gaining or there is no knowledge about them. That kind of meaning a impossible desire is Asha. Ta eva pashaha, that itself is the bondage. Eva bandhan hetu, like a the noose of Yama. This is a noose. Pasha is noose. So like noose of Yama, this noose is binding us. This desire for things unknown, this is binding us. So shatahi, and what kind of binding it is? If it is one or two bondage, it's okay, we can get rid of it. But shatahi samohihi, in group, multiples, baddhaha iva, as though it binds us. There is no real bondage, right? So as though it binds us. From what? What does that mean? Shreyasa prachavyeta tataha. So it makes us slip from the greatness. It makes us fall from the greatness, not go through the path of greatness. Niyamana, akrushya niyamana kama krodho, and it brings us, binds us and brings us down to these wrong paths. What? Kama krodho, this desire and hatred. Paramayano ashrayo yasya, who are dependent on this kama and krodha, that is the people who are talking about. What do they do? Te kama krodha parayana, those people who are dependent upon this kama and krodha, stri vyatikara abhilasha paranishtha abhi para anishtha abhilasha abhyam sada parigrihyata ityavat. Because of this desire and hatred, they are always interested in women etc, enjoyments, and violence to others. That is the, because of hatred. For because of kama, they are interested in stri etc, women etc, and because of hatred, krodha, because of anger, that anger, they are interested in torturing others, bringing bad things to others. Ihante kartum cheshtante, they desire to do, they put effort to do what? Kama bhogartham, natu, for experiencing the desired object, not for dharma dharma dharmartham, not for gaining the dharma. See, for us, we say artha in a dharmic way, for the dharma, for practicing dharma. Dharma, or money should be earned in proper way and it should be spent in proper way. In both sides dharma is there. But for these people, money earned is not also dharmic and spent is also not in dharmic way. That is why he says anyayena. Anyayena means not through proper means. Then how do they do? para swa haranadina artha sanchayan sanchaya dhanarashi. They they have the habit of stealing the money from others. Paraswa, swa means wealth. Swajnati dhanakshayam. Dhana also is swa. So they steal wealth from others. Okay. Sanchayaniti bahuvachanena dhanapraptopi tat trishna anuvrittehe vishaya praptir vardhamana trishnatva rupo lobho darshita. See, sanchayan, there is a plural here. Why plural? Because see, once you achieve the goal, once you achieve the desired object, your desire should go. It should wane off, at least. But not for these people. It grows more. It doesn't go, but it grows more. There is a thirst for gaining more of this. So that is why he has said sanchayan in plural. Okay, that loba, that greed takes up this situation, that they desire. Tesham idrishim dhanatrishna anuvrittim manorajyakatanena vurnoti. So this kind of desire, which has now become into greed, that is explained through this manorajya. Manorajya means daydreaming. By explaining the daydreaming. What kind of daydreaming they have? Idam adyamaya labdham, idam prapse manoratham, idam asti idam api me bhavishyati punardhanam, idam adyamaya labdham, idam prapse manoratham, idam asti idam me bhavishyati iti bhavishyati punardhanam. This wealth, this I have achieved today, and this will become mine later. Whatever desired object I have want, that will become mine later. Now I have gained this money now, and this money I will gain later. This is what their whole thing will be, whole thought process will be. Idam dhanam adya idanim anena upayena maya labdham. This money through this means I have earned today. Idam tad anyat manoratham manasantushtikaram shigrameva prapsye. This another, that which will please me, this kind of money I will gain later. See, this is what people see in these bad people. These good, supposed to be good people, they are people who are seen as good in the world. When they lose things, they come and complain, why am I losing everything? All these bad people, they have everything I don't have. This is not of this life. You have to understand, whatever you are going through, the good and bad, they are not just of this life, they are the past life too. So we have to understand that. That means, that doesn't mean that you cannot change anything. If you are going to do good and be good properly, not just superfluously, then your karmas of the past will come to your aid. We saw that in the previous classes. So that is what is manoratham. Shigrame prapsye. Idam putra idam pureva sanchitam mama grihe asti. This whatever I have gained, that money is there in my house. Idam api bahutaram bhavishyati agamini samvatsare punardhanam. And this lot of money which I am dreaming of will become mine in the next year, the coming years. Evam dhanatrishna akulaha patanti. These people who are completely engulfed by, completely caught under the grip of this greed of wealth, they will fall in the hell. 16th chapter. With that you have to connect syntactically. Evam lobham prapanchya tad abhipraya kathanena eva tesham krodham prapanchayati. So after establishing the lobha, the greed of these people, by showing the goal of that greed, the krodha, the hatred, the anger is also shown here. Aso maya hata shatrur hanishye cha pranapi ishvaro aham bhogi siddhoham balavan sukhi. Based on the same idea, the daydreaming idea, he is explaining the anger also. Aso maya hatah shatruh hanishye cha aparan api. ईश्वरो अहम, अहम भोगी, सिद्धो अहम, बलवान सुखी, असो मया हतः शत्रु, दिस एनिमी आई हैव destroyed, हनिष्ये चापराणपि, the other enemies also I will destroy. But somebody will be destroying you, right? No, Ishvara aham, I am the lord of everything, I am the greatest. Aham bhogi, I am the enjoyer. Siddhoham, I have all the wherewithals. Whatever needed, I have all that. I am accomplished. Balavan, I am powerful. Sukhi, I am happy. So this is what their thought function is. I have all the necessary things to gain the happiness and the object of happiness also. That is the idea. Aso Devadatta nama maya hatah shatruhu ati durjaya. I have destroyed this enemy called Devadatta, who is very difficult to gain victory over. When I have killed that very Devadatta, who are these other fellows? अतः इदानीम अनायासेन हनिष्ये च हनिष्यामि च अपरान सर्वान् अपि शत्रून्. Now therefore I will destroy all the other enemies. I have killed Devadatta himself. All these sundries I will destroy very easily. न कोपि मत्सकाशात् जीविष्यति इति अपरयर्थः. There will be no one who can live with me. Meaning I will destroy all those people who are going against me. That is the idea. Another idea you can understand here. No enemy can stand me. Chakarat na kevalam hanishyami tan kintu tesham dara dhanadikamapi grahishyami tyavipara. With the cha, you have to understand, I will not just kill them, I will also take their possession of their wealth, their wife, etc. Everything, whatever was there will become mine. कुतः तव एतादृशं सामर्थ्यं? त्वत्तुल्यानां त्वदधिकानां वा शत्रून् संभवात् इति. अतः how do you think you have this kind of samarthya, this kind of power? Because there can be, you think you are capable of all this? Because there are people who are probably there who are equal to you or maybe more powerful than you. There should be someone or other, right? Iti chet, for that he says, Ishvaroham na kevalam manusho, yena mattulyo adhiko va kashit syat. I am not just a human being, I am God himself. There can be, who is a God? For whom there is none equal or greater than him. He is God and I am God. There is no enemy who is equal to me or greater than me. So, kim ete karishyanti varakaha, what will these stupid idiots, cheap fellows, varaka means cheap fellows, what will these fellows be able to do to me? Nothing. Sarvatha nasti mattulya, there is none who is equal to me ever. Kaschit iti anena abhiprayam, with this kind of idea ishvaratam vrinoti. He is explaining why he refers himself to the God. Yasmat aham bhogi, because I am the enjoyer. Sarvabhogehi upakarnehi sametah, I am endowed with all the instruments which are needed for experiencing the sense objects. Siddhoham putra vrityadihi saha, I am accomplished. I have wife, I have wealth, everything I have. Sahayi sampanna, all those aids which is needed there, I have everything. Swatopi balavan, and I am not just dependent upon my sundries to get my job done. I am myself powerful also. Tejas ojasvi sukhi sarvata aniroga, and I am happy also because I don't have any disease. So all these, the instruments, the body and the sense objects, then the means for gaining those sense objects, all are there with me. Therefore I am Ishvara, I am Bhagavan, I am Lord himself. That is what their idea is. Okay, you see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.